For most of us, budgets matter. And one thing that can easily eat up your budget or get out of control is your wardrobe budget. And whether you just want to add new things to your wardrobe or you need to start over on your wardrobe, it's easy to lose control of spending or wonder where you should be spending it instead. As I've said so many times, we never, ever go in debt over our clothes. A house? For most of us, yes. A car? Sure. Shoes? Never. And I love shoes. Most of us have a budget of some variety that guides our spending, and a number one source of guilt and conflict for many of us is allocating our resources. How do I spend my budget? How do I maximize my purchasing power? In some cases, how do I replace an entire wardrobe without breaking the bank? So, once you have a clothing budget, how do you get what you want and stay within your means? How do you stretch those dollars and buy what you love? I've definitely got tips on getting great deals, but that won't help you unless you know these tips first. Welcome to our weekly style snack. For those of you who are new here, we're excited to meet you. My name is April, and every Wednesday I go live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time to share a style snack with you. And this is the time of year when we start to think about our fall wardrobes. I know that sounds insane because it's like 100 degrees outside, but we do. With back to school, we get started on our fall wardrobes much earlier than one would think. And so if you've got clothing shopping on the brain, whether for yourself or for the kids in your family going back to school, these tips will help you make the most of your clothing budget. So how many times have you said something like, "Ooh, what a great deal. This top is on clearance." Or, "This is designer and it only costs." Well, if you're anything like I used to be, passing up bargains feels like turning your back on the shopping fairies who have delivered this deal to you. We must not offend lest they abandon us. But here's the thing. Do you actually like it? Love it? Would you pay full price for it because you love it so much? How much will you wear it? You would be shocked at how easy it is to nickel and dime away your budget. $25 here, $10 there, $50 with this. And before you know it, it's gone. There is a difference between shopping fairies and good deal gremlins. Even if you consider bargain shopping an Olympic sport. Hey, soul sister, I love it and I'm with you. Chances are you're spending way more money on clothes you don't actually love or wear. If you look at the items you purge, the ones with the tags still on them and hanging in your closet and giving you a wave of shame every time you walk in, the ones you wore once and never again, were they really good deals you couldn't pass up and that's how they landed in your closet and not because you actually love them? I know how hard it is to resist an amazing deal, even if it's on a crazy print skirt. I mean, do you even wear skirts in a color that doesn't suit you, but it looks so good on her and doesn't really go with anything else you own? I'll buy something to go with it. Is that top super cute? Oh, it is. But is it perfect for you or someone else? Or what about a pair of shoes that pinch your toes but are otherwise perfect? Will you really sacrifice comfort for style and live with pinched toes? Maybe you will. I sometimes do, I confess. But many women won't. And if this is a shoe you're supposed to wear every day or on a fairly regular basis, sure, we can deal with pinched toes for special occasions, our weddings, the Oscars. I'm still waiting for an invitation, by the way, if anybody wants to take me as their date or their assistant, I would totally go. an evening awards gala, we can deal with it. But a pair of shoes you want to wear on a regular basis, will you? Many women won't. And knowing your boundaries is so important. So, my first tip is avoid the good deal gremlins and really ask yourself, why am I tempted to buy this? Maybe try shopping without looking at price tags first to see what you actually love. And then once you see what you love, you can look at the price tag and decide if that works in your budget. But don't buy things just because they're a good deal. If it's a great deal and you love it, then you just hit the jackpot. The shopping fairies are with you. But otherwise, it's the good deal gremlins, and they are trying to eat your budget. The next tip might make you roll your eyes. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. That's a very popular quote from Benjamin Franklin. Overquoted, perhaps, but still very true. Shopping aimlessly and buying whatever is the fastest way to have too many clothes, nothing to wear, and an empty bank account. Is your wardrobe cohesive? Do your items mix and match easily? Or is it full of wild card items you can't pair? Do you have your wardrobe staples covered? Do you know what you actually have and what you need? So we have 6 kids. It's back to school in just a couple of weeks. And this is our tax-free weekend for back to school. And so I've asked my children to do what I used to do because I'm admittedly weird. And when I was their age, middle school and higher, I would go through my closet and see exactly what I had and what I loved and wore. And then I would make a list, and then I would go through the ads. This is when we got an actual newspaper, and store ads would come through. That was pre-internet. And so, like the Target ad was my telescope into the fashion trends. In 7th grade, I didn't have any fashion magazines, and I would go through the ads and look and see what they had, and I would write down what I liked, what I wanted, what I thought I would wear, and I based that on what I wanted to add to my wardrobe for the upcoming school year. So I've asked my children to do the same thing. I am not wandering the stores aimlessly with 6 kids, 5 of them teenagers, on tax-free weekend and trying to get them to tell me, well, do you need pants? Do you have any pants? Do your pants have holes in the knees? Like, how many? Do you want t-shirts? Do you have t-shirts? Do you need more t-shirts? No. We are making a plan, or I'm not going to make it. They're going to come home with nothing to wear for back to school. So you can do this for anybody, but you can do it for yourself too. Have you ever come home with a new top to realize you have 3 others just like it that you forgot about? Because I have so many times. Because your closet is so packed with things you don't love and wear that you couldn't even see the 3 you already have, and now you have another one and less money. And are you really going to go return it? Maybe not. When you shop without a plan, you buy a lot of great or not so great things, but not necessarily what you need. And even if it is something that makes your heart pound faster, does it actually fill a hole in your wardrobe? Are you going to get any more mileage out of your wardrobe with the addition of these items? Don't forget to leave me your questions and comments while I'm talking, and we will discuss at the end. That's always my favorite part, is when we get to chat. So that was my second tip. Shop with a plan. It will save you so much time, frustration, and money, and you'll come home with what you actually want and need. Then my final tip is to shop your closet first. for items you already have that match your style. Pull out everything you really love and feel great in, that suits your coloring and fits your lifestyle. Take an inventory of what you have, starting with the basics first, then see what special pieces you have. I guarantee there are lost gems hidden in the racks of your closet, dying to come out and be loved. Put them all together at the front of your rack. Do not bother with a purge. We are not getting caught up in if you give a mouse a cookie cycle, which that is this, I think she followed me around and that's how she wrote her story. It's a story about me. If you give a mouse a cookie or if you give a moose a muffin, that is how I live. I know of what I speak. Do not let this become a spiral into this enormous project that overwhelms you and you give up. Just pull out these things, put them in the front of your closet where you can find them easily, and make outfits that you will feel fantastic in. The rest of it can come later if you want it to. Oh, I lied. I have 2 more tips. Just kidding. That was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is find the gaps. Now that you know what you have, what's still missing? You've got your little capsule of what you, and it doesn't have to be little, but you've got your collection of things. You've gone through your closet. And I don't mean like, this doesn't have to take hours. Just go through, pull it out. I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. Like gut reaction, not I should like it. I wish I liked it. I want that to look right on me. No, what you actually like. Put it together. And do you really want what you think is missing? Or do you think you should have it? You know, those lists online that tell you 50 items that every woman should have in her wardrobe. I cannot tell you how many frustrated women I hear from who have followed these lists and they have this ideal wardrobe that they don't like. And that's because you're not a list. You're not a clone of anyone. And one list of 10 or 20 or 50 items is not going to work for every single woman. So what do you actually want to fill your wardrobe? Would you wear it often? Would it fill a hole in your wardrobe? Or is it just something you like and you would wear occasionally? Those are fine too, but if you don't have a complete wardrobe, that is not where we start. Would these items expand your outfit options or provide some much needed variety? Is there something that you could purchase that would tie together several other pieces in your existing wardrobe and create many more outfits? Those are the gaps we're trying to fill. And then we are going to tip number 5, shop from a list. And this is what I'm doing with my children this weekend. Now that you know what you are missing, make a list so you can shop with intention and come up with a workable wardrobe that you love, that you can make outfits from easily, rather than a mishmash of items that individually you might really enjoy, but you can't make outfits from. It's common to go shopping and grab whatever makes you swoon, whatever seems good enough or fine or will get me out of the store as fast as possible, and still have nothing to wear because it's not what you actually need and none of it goes together. Impulse shopping without a plan is one of the biggest reasons why so many women have a closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. Prioritize your basics and pieces that you'll get the most wear out of and the most versatility in your wardrobe. I have a clothing budget and my shopping budget has not changed in 7 years. And I now buy fewer but much nicer, better quality clothes that I truly love instead of being the clearance rack queen. And I'm not saying I don't hit the clearance racks, because I do, but I have my priorities in order, and I can step away from the things that aren't really going to work for me. And I can walk away from good deals every day, all day, if it's not what I really need. And I can do this, I can spend more money on fewer and nicer quality items because I'm shopping from a list instead of picking up whatever I think is a good deal or that's really cute, I'll just get that. I prioritize quality. And by quality, I mean not only construction and fabric, but also what I truly love and will wear over and over again. And I prioritize that over quantity. Which is really a better deal? A $20 top that will end up collecting dust in your closet, never worn, or a $60 top you adore and wear 3 times a month for several years because the quality is so good that it'll last and put up with that kind of wear, and you love it so much you reach for it over and over again? The answer is clear. Even though when you're looking at the price tag, it may not seem that way, that a $60 top is a better deal. It is, because that $20 top was $20 in the toilet. You never actually wore it, and you're getting value from the $60 top. When you're more selective about what you buy, you get more value from the pieces you love. You'll get a better cost per wear, and you'll have to replace items less often. You won't be out there shopping again, trying to fill the hole you didn't fill with the $20 top that you don't wear, and you'll be spending more money trying to get what you didn't get. If I won't wear it, it is not a good deal, no matter how inexpensive. I'm willing to invest in things that I will wear over and over again. Does that mean I don't still love a great deal? Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Does that mean I pay full price for everything and need it all to be the best brands? Absolutely not. But I won't buy something just because it's on sale, and I'm willing to save for what I want. Do you have to spend top dollar to get great quality? No, you don't. You can find a $20 quality top. My point is, the price tag does not get to 100% determine what you purchase. Definitely stick within your budget, but when you're more conscientious about what you're spending and you're not frittering away your budget on things you don't really love, and then you go out and try again and again and again, you can make the most of your budget. The Stunning Style Classic Wardrobe Guides are a done-for-you wardrobe plan. It comes with a shopping list, links to anything you might need, and 100 outfits already created for you. The wardrobe is cohesive, mix and matchable, and with the weekly style steps, I walk you through the process of curating your seasonal wardrobe, customizing it to your preferences and needs, and an end of season evaluation. The very first style step we take is I try on the featured items so that you can decide if make a better decision about whether you want to buy any of those items. And the second style step we take is I shop my closet for the season to show you how I do it, because I buy and try all the things just to see them for quality and check the color and the fit, but then I send them back. I shop my closet as well, and I shop my closet for you to give you ideas of how to shop your closet as well. We focus on shopping our closets first. We have a plan. We stay away from the good deal gremlins. With the shopping list, it's easy to find the gaps after you've shopped your closet, and then you have the list to work through and decide, is this something that you want in your wardrobe? Will it fill a gap, or do you have something that works just fine? And this intentional approach saves the members of the society money. It saves them so much money because they have purpose now and they're getting things that they love. Shopping or getting dressed has never been easier. They get access to a community of incredible women and a whole lot of fun. The doors to the society are currently closed, but the waiting list for the fall season is open. You can learn more about the society and the wardrobe guides and join the waiting list at stunningstyle.com/society. The great thing about joining the waiting list is after the members, you're the first to know when the doors open. The members always get the guide first. And if you're already a member of the society, no need to join the waiting list. It will show up in your inbox, your email, just as soon as it's available. And then the waiting list gets access, and then everyone else. So you definitely want to be on the waiting list so you don't miss out. All right, let's take a look at the questions and comments. This is always my favorite part. I can't see everybody's name. Sometimes it just says Facebook user. So someone here says, I'm excited for fall this year. Thank you, April. Well, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. And fall to me, it seems like fall is the season we all get the most excited about. Fall is, for clothes, I think it's my favorite season. And we just really enjoy the transition. I mean, we love summer, but we love fall. And it's July and we are talking about sweaters. I don't know any other season that would get us doing something that crazy. Kathy's here from Missouri. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. Cherry says, when are you going on your seasonal Stunning Style Society shopping trip? I don't remember the exact dates, but it's in mid-August. So the guide is coming out in August, closer to the end of August. Someone else says, I can so relate to your analogy to if you give a mouse a cookie, that book title goes through my head all the time. I know. It really, we live in a world of overwhelm and decision fatigue. We have more options than any other society in the history of the world. We have access to the entire world. You can get foods from every culture on the planet in our grocery stores. If you have a large grocery store, and even if you don't, you can access to a lot of them. You can shop the whole world. Netflix. I mean, there's so many. There used to be 3 channels on TV, and it went off the air after the 11 o'clock news, and it came back on, and they turned on the American flag until 6 a.m. Right? And now there are not only endless channels, they have endless shows. You're not subject to what's streaming live, and then you've got the internet, and you can watch things like that. Like, we have access to so much, which is a gift in so many ways, and it overwhelms us in so many other ways. We make more decisions in a day than our ancestors did. And it's overwhelming. We have more things and belongings than they did, and we have to manage all that. And I think a lot of us get stuck in that if you give a mouse a cookie cycle, because we're overwhelmed, we're overstimulated, and we have so many options of things that need our attention. It's easy to bounce, get distracted. It's a funny book. It's a cute book. It's a children's book. If you've never read it, check it out at your library. It's cute, but it's also the society we live in today. And I think a lot of us can relate. Deborah says, when will the fall guide come out? That is a great question. It will be coming out in later August. I don't have an exact date for you. I can't ever give you an exact date because it really depends on what's in the stores, when it's in the stores. Overnight shipping is no longer overnight. It has to get to me first. And the first 90% of the process is out of my control. Once it's all once I've curated the collection, then I can control the pace. But until I have all the items and the collections curated, we can't start on anything. So I never give an exact date just because I can't control those aspects, and I don't want to disappoint you, but it will be before the end of August. Cherry says, I am hungry for camel. You know what, Cherry, camel's a great color for you because you're an autumn. The wardrobe guides are in a winter color palette, but even us winters, or at least I do, I crave camel in the fall too. It looks awful on me. I look like I got a sunburn, like a really bad sunburn, but I want it. You're lucky you get to wear it and look amazing. I will live vicariously through you. Kathy says, due to going gray during the pandemic, I have changed my colors. I've been able to pare my closet down quite a bit, but in looking for my new hard to find colors, I feel like I am getting out of control, but still have only a few solid matched outfits. A lot of my problem is that I am not naturally drawn to these new colors, but I can see they look good on me. So it sounds like you're starting over. I'm not going to get into the whole color theory thing. I don't necessarily agree with that approach, but I'm not a color analyst expert, and I have not let my gray grow out. I'm mostly gray now, but I'm not ready to embrace it. So I have not gone through this experience you're going through, but if that's what you're following, you are going through a whole new wardrobe metamorphosis, and it can be overwhelming. I've gone through this metamorphosis with weight changes. After I lost the baby weight from my 6th baby when she was 6, she wasn't a baby anymore, but the baby weight finally came off. I had to basically start over with my wardrobe. So I have done this before, and I know what you mean. If you follow these tips, though, it will make it so much easier. It's overwhelming to start over in a wardrobe, and it's easy to just be like, I need some of this and I need some of that, and I don't know, and I'm just gonna take it all home. I've done that. I've been there. But and then you've got your color palette change to go with as well. But if you start a process slowly and consciously, it makes it so much less overwhelming and so much easier to do. Sandy says, good ideas. Well, thank you. I really hope they're helpful. They've been helpful to me. And these are the tips I continue to follow for myself. And as I said, for my children this weekend, I've asked them to make these lists. They say they have. And when I'm done here, we are going to review them because I need to come home with what they actually need and not get home and find out that they had 5 blue t-shirts that fit them and they didn't really want. Oh yeah, no, I forgot I have those. I don't really want this new one. Okay. So we are following this approach times 6 this week as we prepare, and it really makes it, shopping for 6 kids for back to school is overwhelming. Shopping for one person is overwhelming. And this really makes it so much more manageable for me. All right. As I said, you can learn more about the Classic Wardrobe Guide and the Stunning Style Society at stunningstyle.com/society, and you can join the waitlist as well, so that when the doors open next month, you will be the first to know. Kathy says, you hit the nail on the head, April. Size is also part of the change. Your first tip is the one I need the most. I find a brand of pants that fit, and I want them in every color. If I find a good deal, that multiplies my addiction. Oh, yeah, well, I'm with you on number 1. If you find a brand of pants that fit you and work great, buy them in every color. I do that. That's like, I've always done that. It's a family joke. Mom came home with 6 t-shirts, exact same shirt in 6 colors. Right, I love it. Why would I not buy it in all the colors that look good on me? And when it comes to pants, yes, so hard to find the right pants. So that is the truth. And if they're a good deal, even better. But we've got to go back to number one. They do fit you. They do look great on you. You love them. They are the colors that you're looking for. They fill the gaps. And if they're on a great deal, all the better. But don't settle. Don't get them just because, well, I need pants and they're not the worst pants I've ever put on. And they're a good deal. I'm just going to get these. That's where the mistake comes in. And that is where you end up spending your budget and not getting what you need. And then you don't like those pants. And you're like, I hate these. They don't look good on me. And I've got to go buy new pants. And now you've got 5 pairs of them. And you've spent that much money on your budget. And you got to do it again. Kathy says, thanks for permission. You're welcome. Sometimes we do need permission, and I'm happy to give it to you. So good luck. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been fun as always, and I look forward to seeing you again next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a wonderful rest of your week.